Hello, comrade. Sebastian Michael Cruz here. And I was just on a Zoom call with a dear friend of mine, and a question came up, and I gave an answer to that question. And he was like, you know what? You need to stop the video right now, and you need to make a video and post it on Facebook and share the message that you shared with me right now. So here we are. And the question was about this person feeling some fear around their vision. They had done some different processes and they've connected deeper to their purpose, and the size of that purpose, and they could feel that it was so true in every cell of their body. There was no question like, wow, this is what I'm here to do. And if I continue to apply myself and get better and better and better, this is the trajectory that I can make on this planet. That's what he was going through. And the expansiveness of it felt a bit scary. It felt a bit of like, holy shit, that's not only a lot to do, but that's a lot to make an impact on humanity. So I have a couple things to share with you today. Number one is, what is your purpose? What is your vision for yourself, for the impact that you can make in your lifetime? And first of all, with that, does that scare you? Does it scare you when you connect to, wow, if I continue to apply myself, this is the impact that I can make on my community, I can make on with my business, I can make in the world. This is the impact that I can make on history. And if that does not scare you, then something very simple is to level up your fucking vision, because an incredible vision that's much bigger than any of us even realize is within each of us. So if you're not looking at your vision and thinking, whoa, we got a lot of work to do here, like this is some big time stuff. If you're not feeling that about yourself, then go deeper, swim deeper into your vision, because it's in there. It's in there. Every one of us has a seed within that is coated with grand vision. And it would be nice if we just came out of the womb and knew everything, knew our whole vision. That'd be nice. But really, it's an iterative process of expanding more and more and more and more. Okay. So if you're in a position, connect deeper into the point where you're like, wow, it's kind of, I feel some nervousness because it's a lot to do. Okay. And why, by the way, it's because if we're going to make an impact on this planet, if you want to make an impact on this planet, then why the fuck not make it the biggest you can be? Why? Second thing is, if you're the type of person that's going through what he was going through, which is you're doing work on yourself, you're developing deeper and deeper in your purpose, and you're like, wow, okay, I have the opportunity over time to really make a big change. In a really big change. And if you're in that position, this is what I shared with him. I said, imagine it's like whatever's beyond here, where souls before we came into this planet. It's like we're looking at the plan of what we want to accomplish here. And I believe that everybody does this before they come here. Now, do most people do their plan? No. But the few do they really rock the world. And it's felt for years and years and years and years and years on after they're gone. So it's like we're looking at this plan and we're like, okay, well, this is the specific passions I have, the specific tools that I have. This is what I want to create. And he was saying that, it was like, well, man, I kind of maybe feel some anger of like, why did I have to pick something so big? And in my perspective is like, I was trying to understand, but I was like, I really can't, because I feel like if you have the tools and you're sitting as like a soul before coming here and you're like, okay, I care about improving humanity, I care about helping the world, then it's like, well, let's just fucking go as big as we can and make the most amount of change in this short 70, 100 years that we're on this planet. That's what I feel. And it's like, what type of changes are we going to do here? Yes, having a business is good that helps customers. That's great. But here's the reality, is that 10 years from now, the leaders in the market right now in your industry, whatever industry it is, 10 years from now, you fast forward in time, ding, it's like they're gone. It's like, oh, who? People don't even know. And I experienced this when I was at an internet marketing seminar, and it was a high profile guru in like the early 2000s. I think it was 2005, something like that. That's when he was like a guru, but then he went through some things and then kind of went out of the public eye. And then now I think at that point it was like 2016, 2017. Nobody knew who he was. Nobody knew who he was. He was like an OG of internet marketing, one of the big wigs. And then fast forward, just I think like 10 years, nobody knew who he was. Maybe 5% of the audience knew who he was. And that was a big lesson to me. I was like, damn, okay. Well, here's a person that made a lot of money, helped a lot of people, and then boom, gone, okay? So imagine what's gonna happen 100 years from now. Well, tell you what, a lot of people can be helped, and that's great, that's fantastic. But what really gives me the juice, and I feel like we all should be focused on, is like what's going to really create endless impact? What's going to create immortal impact that continues to impact on and on and on and on and on and on until we're much after we're gone? Because man, you can create a lot of value, but if like things go back to normal right after you're gone from this planet, was it really mission success? Was it really mission complete? So what I take a stand for is like, okay, let's bake into the value that we're doing. Let's connect to our vision of how to not just help, which save X amount of people, save X amount of animals, save X amount of trees. Like all those things are so good. Yes. But, and it's like, what's going to increase the impact on and on and on and on and on? So instead of just helping humanity, how can we change the trajectory so that it goes in a totally different area that's just on its own improving? How do we change it until instead of putting a Band-Aid on the wound, we just heal that fucker so that it can start going strong in the right direction? And that's what I encourage with your vision, is to connect, because you've got something that's near and dear to your heart that's probably different than what's near and dear to my heart. Like we all have the same goal, the same inner drive of like, there's a lot of problems in the world, and let's raise the consciousness of humanity so we can stop being shitheads to each other and start living better together. So you probably have that inner drive. I know you do, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this video. So within that one drive, there's different avenues to help achieve that goal. And your tools, your passions might be they're going to be helping different people. And so we all have our own causes that we can contribute to within that. So within your cause, within your way of helping people become better, two things. Number one is how can it create real change so it's not just a Band-Aid? How can it actually heal the wound? And how can we put the things in place so that hundreds of years from now, 500 years from now, things are still improved and feeling the impact of what you did? And personally, I'll just say for the record, I don't give two shits if anybody remembers me 500 years from now. Not at all. It's not about that. It's like, it's like people who care about if your name's going to live on. It's like, well, what do you think you're going to be, on the other side, like dead and just being like, people are talking about me. I must have did it right back in, when I lived on Earth. And it's like, who cares? But it's like, if you really want to live with an impact, then it's like, well, if we're doing this to create impact for humanity, then what's the point if the impact just washes away 100 years from now? So that's what I'm sharing today, is I'm inspiring you to connect to your vision. What's the endless impact component of it? What can continue to grow and grow and grow and grow so that the impact isn't washed away? And that's what I really feel is like the mission here, is to create so much value that it lives on even when we're gone. And regardless if anybody knows your name, knows your company name, knows your whatever, if everything is washed away with the sands of time, which 99.95% of Humans are just washed away with time. Just the memory's gone. We'll remember the few people, but most of us, everything's going to be washed away. Okay, whatever. But what is the impact that's going to continue on? So it's like, say you're on the other side, if you're, you pass on, and wherever that ends up being, it's like you have that inner feeling that, man, my life not only created value, but it changed the trajectory. And now people who don't even know my name, who will never know my name, are experiencing the impact of that every day. Now that sounds and feels and absolutely is mission accomplished. So that was my message for my friend today. And that's what I've got for you today. So signing off, Sebastian Mike Cruz, mission